Hello, we are Manzanilla Juarez and Coraima Rodriguez. We are students of the English language major of the seventh semester. We will present our thesis proposal, which is post-pandemic, the lack of motivation to go to face-to-face classes of the students of the seventh semester of the English language major of the University of Quintana Roo. Background: in 2020, humanity faced a new challenge, which was a global pandemic. This brought changes to all areas of our lives. This situation forced students to take class online. 2 years later, education is back in person, but students show a clear lack of motivations to go to face-to-face classes. Regarding the rationale, the motivation for conducting this research is to find solutions to this problem so the students can feel motivated to attend face-to-face classes again and improve their academic performance during the classes.
Regardless to our objectives, we established two. The first one is to discover the reason why students lack the motivation and to attend face-to-face classes. The second one is to provide some ways or solutions to motivate students, taking into account the reasons why it's very difficult for them to attend classes. Regardless to research questions, we established two questions. What are the reasons why students in 7 semesters of the English language major at the University of Quintana Roo feel unmotivated to attend face-to-face classes? And how can the student get motivated to attend face-to-face classes? Regardless to relevance of the study, the benefit is that it would help teachers find ways to make students feel motivated and in some ways improve their academic performance. For instance, one way could be that the teacher can encourage students to learn so the use of some atypical approaches, such as grade-based learning, which is provide interesting activities for students, and the teacher act as a supporter and guide, encouraging students to engage in self-directed thinking. In addition, we could use service learning integrates community with academic study. Moreover, alternative education programs could provide different learning environments for students who are still struggling with academic or have behavior problems.
Regarding the literature review, we found three different theories which help us to base our thesis proposal. The first theory is Albert Bandura's perspective on his social cognitive theory. In this theory, Albert Bandura argues that learning occurs in a social context with a dynamic and reciprocal interaction of person, environment, and behavior. Our second theory is Abraham Maslow's perspective on his motivation theory. In this theory, Maslow suggests that human beings have a hierarchy of needs. That is that all humans act in a way which will address basic needs before moving on to satisfy others. And the last theory is Alberto Chavinato's perspective with his human motivation theory. And in this theory, he argues that motivation is the result of the interaction between the individual and the social situation. And he also argues that for a person to be motivated, there must be an interaction between the individual and the situation he or she is experiencing at the moment.
Regarding to our research approach and design, this study is applied or practical because solutions are sought to the problem of lack of motivation of the student through reason or facts that came such demotivation. Therefore, the study will be carried out from a qualitative approach. On the other hand, the qualitative design selected is ethnography. In this case, this design was selected because of the nature of the study. Also because it will allow us to decipher the behavior that the students of 7 semester of English language major are presenting after the pandemic in face-to-face classes. Regarding the participants are 15 students from 7 semester of English language major. The students were selected from two groups of 7 semester of English language major. 15 students were randomly selected from the first group and 15 randomly from the second group. They are students between 20 to 25 years old. They have different social backgrounds and contexts involving those who are only students and those who are studying and working at the same time. Regarding to data collection, the instrument that we'll be using to collect information is a survey in the platform forms and in a face-to-face format. The survey will be consist of 20 multiple choice questions about different aspects that may be affecting students' lack of motivation. The second instrument is a short interview with the participant in order to know all the specific details about their lack of motivation that they may or not be able to communicate in the survey. In addition, Atlas Point D software will be used. This is due to the nature of the variables to be observed and the responses that will be obtained. On the other hand, this program will be allowed us to discover patterns in the answers obtained. Regarding to data analysis, in this research, the data analysis will be done with two methods. The first one will be done through the transcription since we are going to be doing short interviews with the participants. And the second method is cutting. To be clear, all the answers, both in the interview and in the surveys, are going to be cutting with different colors through the software Atlas T with its useful tool of classification schema in order to classify them and make the process of analysis them easier, faster, and simpler.
Trustworthiness. In order to ensure the trustworthiness of this research, we choose three strategies that will be employed. The first strategy is to do the survey and interview questions taking into consideration the definitions and the factors that affect motivation that some authors have investigated before. The second strategy is to ask a research expert teacher to read, review, and give feedback to us to both the survey and the interview's guiding questions. And the final strategy, or the third strategy, is to apply both as a piloting stage instrument to a small group of students before applying them to the real participants to verify that everything is understood and that there is no factor that affects the results. Well, that's all from our thesis proposal. Thank you very much.